Hello, everyone. Sorry, I forgot to put myself up on stage. Anybody in here with me yet? Paula is not feeling well, so she is going to skip the live today. Her medicine is just not agreeing with her lately. But I'm just going to do a short live today with her not being here, and my yarn room is super hot in here for some reason today. But I wanted to share with everyone a few things that I got in the mail lately, and talk to you guys about the Friendship Afghan a little bit, and excuse me, and the Mars Doll Challenge. So we'll wait and see if I see anybody coming in to the live. Can everybody hear me and see me? I don't see anybody talking in the chat, so I'm not sure if there's anybody here. Beth just sent me a message, said there is no chat bar. So I'm not seeing chat is disabled for this live stream. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it is. Hold on. Okay, now we have chat. Sorry about that, guys. I had one of the settings not checked in my StreamYard. So, can anybody type now in there? Dawn, I did get your email. Thank you. I will get that sent out in a couple days. Hi, Diane Major. Hi, Beth. Hi, Dawn. I appreciate you guys coming in. Hi, Lacey. Paula's not feeling too well. Darn it. She's having some problems with one of her medications messing with her, and she's kind of sick. So she's going to take a break today. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Susan. Yeah, I forgot to check a box, Susan, so it didn't allow chat. So I'll make sure that I go back to my other lives that I set up and make sure that box is checked so I don't forget. Yeah, prayers for Paula for sure. She's really having a rough go of it. Hi, Denise Lee. Hi, Linda. And then I don't know where you guys are at, if it's really super hot, but today it's like really super hot here. Yeah, Beth, I do too. Switching meds or starting a new med, but sometimes you just have to do it. All right, move this stuff Dawn, do you guys have the humidity out there like we have back here in Illinois? I can't remember when I was in San Diego if there was humidity. Yeah, Susan, it's hotter for some reason now than it has been in in the last few years. 91 today, Beth. Say, I thought it was in the 90s. Oh, Dawn, that would be awesome not to have the humidity. The humidity is what really slows you down and makes you feel cruddy. Hi, Kirsten. Diane Major says, I was there at least a good hour and a half, I think. Did you enjoy yourself, Dawn? Oh, Linda, we need rain really bad. They keep calling for these bad storms, but they go around us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am glad they're going around us because some of them are producing tornadoes, but the rain would be nice. Hi, Karen JSP. Yep, the humidity is terrible. All right, I want to show you. I can't remember if I showed you the yarn that I got from Rusty or not, so I'm just going to show it again, just in case. But Rusty tried her hands at hand dyeing some yarn with MamaG, and MamaG sold some of it in her and Dee's Creative Hands dibs sale. So this is the yarn that I got. Isn't that gorgeous? I can't wait to make something with it. And they said it is 100% super fine superwash merino, 4-ply, 100 meters and 109 yards. The base is Nomad and it's Clara, but it's got like spots in it. Also, I don't know if you can see that, like right there. It's throughout the yarn though. It's not just that one area. That's just one area that I thought you could see. Let's see if this one's better. It's right where the light is hitting it. Huh. Sorry about that. But I got 2 hanks of her hand-dyed yarn, so I'm super excited to make something out of that. And then I won a mystery bag from Cynthia King on Fantastic Fiber's podiversary. Diane, you're right. She did very well for the first time. Hi, Bridget. You stay safe, Lacey. Yeah, Dawn, you had quite a good turnout last night. It was nice being there. Okay, so in this bag from Cynthia King, I am so super excited to share this with you. Shoot, I hope I didn't just show her. Well, I guess it's a P.O. box, but all right, so I got 2 skeins of Big Twist value, 380 yards. It's a 4-weight, and the color is peacock, and that is gorgeous color. I really like this color. So I'm going to think of something really nice to make with that. Okay, and then in the bag is this row counter. It says Row counter, slide a bead up after each row, reverse after 10 rows. Thank you, Mimi. Hi, Yanny Joe. All right, this is a row counter. Isn't that cool, neat? I guess better if I hold it back. It's got the miniature hooks on it. So that's really cool. And then she put 2 notions pouches in there. And those are so awesome. Can you believe that? Look at that. So that she got, there's 2 in there. Hi, Stella's mom. That is really cool. I'm wondering if she made those or how she did that. And then look at, this is the last thing in the bag. But wait till you see this. It's a kitchen towel. And then it's got the thing that you can hook it to the stove. Isn't that pretty? I'm excited about using this. I've always wanted one, but refused to buy it because I figure I can make it myself, so I'm not going to buy it. But then I've never made one, so I'm super excited about getting one in the mail. But that's what I got from Cynthia King. Again, it was at the Fantastic Fiber podiversary with Marie and Moses. And then Dawn Aaron had a podiversary party last night for 3 years, and she had a really good turnout for that. Diane Major says she's seen a row counter that she wants to get. Ladybird D has a pretty one she has made, and I hope to get one sometime. I just have to make sure I know how to use it. Haha. Right, Diane. I mean, this is an awesome mystery bag. I love every bit of it. So that's the new things that I have gotten. And then the one thing I'm working on right now is, I don't know if I'm going to make a sweater. I originally thought I could make a Rwana out of this, but I don't know if it's going to be long enough. But I started making an Afghan with this, and I thought, you know what, that would be really pretty as a sweater or a vest, something like that. But this is the one panel. And it's just single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double. So I just really like the colors of this yarn. And then the second panel, I've gotten this far on it so far. So, no, all it is 2 panels made, and then you stitch them together. And if you want to add sleeves, you can. Some sleeve is formed when you stitch it together, though. So if that's enough of a sleeve for you, then you don't have to go any farther. Hi, Gwen. The gray and pink and the brown and pink is really popular this year, Linda, isn't it? See if I missed anything. All right, nope. But how is everybody else doing? What are you working on lately? Doing anything fun? Oh, for sure, Gwen. That was an awesome blanket that you won last night. Linda, pink is your favorite color. I've actually seen some variations of different colors together this year than I've not seen in the past, and there's a lot of them that looks really really nice together that I wouldn't have thought to put them together. I bet you are excited, Gwen. That was a really beautiful blanket. Beth, you don't like it when they do gray and yellow for baby items? And Linda says she's making a shawl with hand-dyed yarn by D in the beach color you suggested. Oh, Linda, share pictures. I would love to see that. I don't know why I mentioned that day, but it just hit me that, those colors would kind of be like a beach theme. Hi, Noelle. Bridget, she's all about gray and pink. No, the trip to D's has been postponed. So much going on right now, and then Dee's dog had to have emergency surgery, so we have put it off for a couple weeks. I'll go sometime in June next month. Oh, that sounds pretty, Lacey. I have a book on prayer shawls that I wouldn't mind making one out of that book sometime. Yeah, I was so excited about going. I had all kinds of things in my mind what I was going to take, and was looking forward to the time away. Linda says, I underestimated how long it would take using fingering weight, though. Need it done by Saturday. Is it taking quite a bit longer, Linda, or Beth says, I want to get some I love this yarn in the color Dakota. Someone was using it at Dawn A's live. Also, Froggy and Marine are both making something with it. Kirsten says she's finishing up the viral bouquet blanket. What's that, Kirsten? Danny Joe's working on a shawl with Dee's hand-dyed yarn for a future gift away. Diane Major's making a blanket with fingering weight yarn. Yeah, share pictures, guys. I love seeing stuff that you guys make. I mean, you guys are so talented. I have tried a couple of new stitches in the last month that I was always afraid of doing, that I didn't think I could do it, by looking at the pattern or the stitch. And I had some wonderful friends on here tell me I should at least try it. And there was a couple of them that I was like, oh, wow, I can do this. It was, I don't want to say it wrong, but I think it was Fancy Pants that had the surgery. All right, let me look, Lacey, see if I can find that picture. Oh, Lacey, that's really pretty. Let me share that with everybody. There's the shawl that Lacey is working on. That is really pretty, Lacey. Kirsten said it's a round blanket with rolled flowers on the edge. When you roll it up, it looks like a bouquet of roses. FYI, it is white with shades of pink roses. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. And I think I did see something about that blanket. Hi, Pebbles. Yeah, it was Fancy Pants that had the surgery on her ear. Oh, Noelle said she just finished making the amigurumi Garfield for her sister's birthday. That is neat. If anybody else wants to email me a picture of what they're working on or just finished, I'd be glad to share it with everybody. Oh no, Pebbles, your service dog had emergency surgery yesterday. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Denise Lee said she sent a picture of the Afghan she just finished. Try sending it again, Denise. The picture of the Afghan didn't come through. It's just a blank email. Well, and Dee told me the price of what they had to pay for fancy surgery, and I about fell over. $1,100 for ear surgery. It was just crazy. Danny Joe said, I just started my own design of a stall shawl. It's my first time ever designing my own anything. That's awesome, Danny Joe. Diane Major wants to know if we get a sneak peek later, Danny Joe, of your shawl. Hi, Izzy. I can see your comments. What is going on? Denise, I don't have a picture on the email. I'm not sure why, but it's just a blank email. I never cough like this. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm checking. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's really pretty. Now, this is the Afghan that Denise Lee just finished. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to zoom in and see the stitch. That's really pretty. Danny Joe, 2-hour marathon. Where'd it go? Marathon tonight starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. Beth said, yes, in the past I had a little dog named Lucy. I took her to the vet sick, like lethargic. They told me 700 to 900 for just the test to see what's the matter with her. And that was 10 years ago. Oh my gosh. Hi, Vima. Thanks and welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Danny Joe, did you say what the marathon was for? Is it just how many people are going live tonight? Yeah, Denise Lee, is that a mile a minute, Afghan? It is very, very pretty. Look at that stitch, guys. Okay, Noelle, I will pull that up. Oh my gosh. Wait till you guys see this. This is adorable. Look at Garfield. Isn't that adorable? You did a really good job, Noelle, on that one. I've only tried small amigurumis like octopus and what was the other thing I made? A snake. The kids loved the snake. Of course, that's real easy to do. Hi, Renelle. Thanks for coming in. Well, I hope your migraine goes away, Izzy. Sometimes you gotta make yourself get sick just to ease the pressure in your head from a migraine, Izzy. Right, Diane? There's a lot of people that still like Garfield. Bima, you're seeing a lot of faces from Jada in Stitches. Well, I appreciate you coming and subscribing to my channel. All right, Karen, you have a great weekend too. You're fine, Izzy. Yeah, migraines are terrible. Just terrible. But I really don't have much more to show you. I've been busy in my yarn room sorting through yarn. I have a big box of scrap yarn, partial skeins of yarn. I'm debating whether I need to go in and just cake it all up or what I'm even going to do with it. Denise Lee says, no, not mile a minute. It's Caron Arrowhead striped Afghan free pattern on several sites. Oh, cool. And Noelle said her sister is 60 and still a humongous collector. That's cool, Noelle. That's pretty cool. It just feels good when you can make something for a family or member or a close friend, doesn't it? Vima, I will look for your channel and see if I can find it here.
Are you on there?
Yeah.
6,000 BTUs.
Okay.
So it's Michael?
Yeah. All right. Vima, I found you. And let me get your link here so I can share it. All right, here's the link to Vima's channel. Hopefully you guys can click on that. And I subscribed to your channel. And Gwen says she's got some hats, I'm not sure what that is, Gwen. Some baby blankets, a couple throws, and a few shawls. And I'm going to let my granddaughter sit up by yard sale and try to sell them to raise them a little money. That is awesome, Gwen. So awesome. Let me know how your yard sale goes, Gwen. I'm not sure how the yard sales are doing this year in my area. We've had a couple towns around us that's had their town-wide garage sales. And Danny Joe says, as I mentioned about, I have a lot to share during my live tonight, so I'm going to be on more than 1 hour. So that's why I called it a 2 hour marathon. Oh, awesome, Danny Joe. That's awesome. Beth says, I have a giant container from cheese balls under my desk for yarn scraps, but I don't make ammies, so it's just filling up. Then I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, see, I don't make amigurumis either, but so far what I have is a huge box. So I think no matter what, I'm going to need to cake it up and then decide what to do with it. But I also want to do a giveaway soon of my whips that I never finished. So I just got to get all these graduations and baby things out of the way so that I have time to concentrate on that. And I don't know. I have this quilt making kit, and I thought about offering that too, but I didn't know if anyone would even be interested in it. It's just a small quilt, and I think I had a few of them, and I made them up with my grandkids. But this one has what's it got on it? Let's say it doesn't say what it is on there, but I think it's like leaves, and it's supposed to look like leaves and grass and stuff like that. So I will probably offer that too if anyone would be interested in that. But I'm hoping to get something set up soon. Kirsten says she cakes up her scraps and then makes a scrap blanket out of them. Now that's a good idea. And Gwen says I'm in making a wash rag, scrubby, and a soap sack to go with all of the little hygiene products that we have. That's a great idea, Gwen. It is a great idea. And she said she's going to use the money to make a hygiene kit for the fourth grade class next year when my granddaughters come back to school. Oh, wow. My hands can't handle some of that scrubby yarn. I need to find one that doesn't make my hands feel like it's just shredding the skin off my hands. Kirsten said she makes those for her work. It takes about 2 hours to get them done. Diane Major, I was going to learn to quilt. Paula said to email her and she would send a very easy pattern to try. She said keep asking because she forgets, but I'm not going to hound her for it. Yeah, she's just been really sick the last couple of weeks, Diane. Um, And if I can remember, I will ask her about it when I talk to her next, too. Yeah, don't you just love that autocorrect, Noelle? I think I might try that, Kirsten, and use the scraps for a scrap afghan. And then maybe find a place to donate it to. Gwen says, I was gifted Hirschner's Sons and Scrubs yarn, and it's kind of, it's okay to work with it. Don't tear my hands. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one yet, Gwen. I might have to try that one. Yeah, just, Diane, she's just really been sick. I will message her after the live and ask her about it. Right? It's auto wrong. Yeah. Sometimes it's quite embarrassing what it does. Gwen says, Emma makes some crochet jewelry bracelets and rings, and some have my granddaughters make some to put in the bags for the kids too. That's cute. You need to keep the granddaughters busy this summer so they don't keep me busy. That's right. Totally understand what you're saying, Gwen. Totally. Diane Major said that she makes granny squares, and if she needs to, she just keeps adding to it. Shelter cats and dogs love scrap blankets. Oh, Noelle, that's a great idea. What size do you make for the animals? Different sizes or? Oh, I won't bother her, Diane, but I'll just mention it, in case she forgot. Noelle said she just finished 4 Nightmare Before Christmas characters. Oh, I bet them are cute. I wish I could get more into the amigurumis. I don't know. I worry about them taking so long and being so difficult. I bet they're super cute, Noelle. Diane said, I started making plarn. I probably will not make much, though. I have to wait and gather some bags. What is plarn, Diane? We have 2 animal shelters that are close. Well, 3. 3 animal shelters that are fairly close. And I'm sure that they would be happy to accept some scrap afghans. You make yarn from the store, plastic bags. Oh, I've heard of that for the homeless, even to make blankets out of the plastic bags and stuff. I don't know so much blankets, if not like mats to lay on. Hi, Terry. If you're driving, be careful. I appreciate all of you coming and visiting and supporting my channel today. I wish I had more content, but I've just been super busy with graduation and with the grandkids staying with me now. They will be going home right after school is over with, to their new home with their mom. So I'm excited to see that because they really like their new bedrooms and everything. Kirsten says, start out with the big stuffies, the ones that use blanket yarn. Those patterns are easier to start out with. I'll have to try that, Kirsten. Thank you. Diane Major said, yes, I made so many mats years ago for him, one society, and then larger ones for the homeless uptown. Hi, Joe S. Wow. We never thought we would see the day that we would see homeless people in our small town. I mean, we have maybe what 3,500 people that in our town, so it's really small. And lately, we have seen a couple that are homeless, and it's sad. It's really sad. Noelle said she shared a picture, and let me. Oh, Linda Fisk shared her shawl. So I'm gonna share that first. All right, this is Linda Fisk's shawl. That's really pretty. Love the colors, Linda. Oh my gosh. They do work up nice together. That's awesome. Are you doing the design yourself, or is this a pattern that you're following, Linda? Bridget says, I would suggest to start with no soap projects because the sewing of the amigurumi is much more difficult than the making of the amigurumi. No sew, not no soap. Okay, that's a good tip, Bridget. Lacey, compared to when I was homeless in 2017 to 2018 and again in 2023, there were at least double the homeless people out there on the streets. That's so sad. Oh, Linda says this is a bod pattern, the shawl that she has that I have up here on the screen. All right, now I'm going to go. Noelle shared. Oh my gosh, Noelle, them are so cute. Oh my gosh. Them are adorable, Noelle. Very adorable. Super, super adorable. Lacey, I saw a bunch in the downtown area as I was passing through and heading to my house for the first time, and felt a little guilty knowing that I would be warm that night and they were out in the cold. Yeah, Lacey, I totally understand. Um, Noelle, are you gonna make any of these to sell, or are these like a gift? Them are super cute. Super, super cute. All right, I think we have been caught up here. Bridget, I will try doing the bigger amigurumi first. Um, I know the snake was the very first one I ever made, and that's just because you just go around and around and around. But I want to kind of play with that a little bit and use different colors and I don't know, maybe try some different textures with it. Oh, Noel, you should. I would buy a set of them dolls if you would make them and sell them. Best thing about Amy's is I used scrap yarn to fill them. Oh, I never thought about that either, Noel. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Hmm. Well, if you need any scrap yarn, Noel, just holler because I'm sure there's quite a few of us that's got quite a bit of scrap yarn. Lacey, that's how I am. I would much rather just give it away than sell it, but the way times are nowadays, I get it. They're rough for a lot of people, and if you can make a few bucks, then by all means do it. You know, I one thing I really struggle with is the price of afghans. I know it takes a lot of yarn, and for some people it takes a lot of time. I get that. I could not myself make an afghan and put it up for sale for $100 to $200. I just couldn't. For one, nobody in this area would pay that probably. You know, if it was like a Mandela Afghan or something, I could see that. I mean, because them take a lot of time and a lot of yarn. But the bad thing is people in this area, they just won't pay it. I see people posting Afghans on Marketplace all the time, and they're selling them for $20 to $40. It just makes my stomach turn. You know that these people have put so much time into it, and nobody around here understands that their time is also worth money. All right, guys, I am going to get off of here. I have to go to Iowa and pick up my nephew here pretty soon, and I want to get back before everybody's lives. Yes, Sophie's Universe would be another one that I would sell for that kind of money. Yep. Noel says I use all my yarn tails, collect them in a bag, and use them when I make an amigurumi. That's a good idea. Um, Denise Lee, the one I showed sold for $100. Was only going to charge 50. The person gave more. Now that's awesome, Denise Lee. That is awesome. Lacey says if you sell items, then they will tell others, and then it could turn into not being so fun and relaxing when there's pressure to make the items. Yes, Lacey, I've seen that happen a lot. Yep. Um, nice to meet you, Vima. Come back again. You want to go, Joe? What, into Iowa with me? It's a 2 hour trip one way. Bridget said the last Afghan she made and sold for 250, and that was the friend's discount price. Wow. Hi Sally, we're just closing up. Thanks for coming in though. Oh, you were joking, Joe. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe if you're in an area that they're calling for storms. Um, Next week, I'm hoping Paula will be back and we'll have more stuff to talk about. And I'm hoping I'll have a few items to share with you next week also. So, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in and enjoying time with me.